I recently hit Master on League with Katarina a couple weeks ago, and I wanted to share how I got it. I believe your gaming background is important, so if you've never played anything competitively, then it will be harder to improve than someone who did. Makes sense, right? And while I didn't exactly play another game competitively, I did try to improve in games that I did play. Before League, I made sniping montages for Call of Duty. This was pretty long ago. I would say I got pretty good at it over the hours of me trying to improve and going for clips. That was definitely my main game. But other than that, I was pretty good at Dance Dance Revolution and rhythm games in general. I'm the guy that you wouldn't really want to play Mario Party with. So I've improved and gotten better at other games plenty of times, and I like competitive games. So knowing that, naturally I would find a way to climb up to a certain point. Once I hit level 30 and hopped into rank during the preseason, it didn't go so well. I definitely thought that I was better than what I was, so I got hit with a hard dose of reality once I got placed into Bronze 5. During this time, there was no iron. I went straight to Bronze 5. This was the very bottom of the rank ladder. I looked up some content on YouTube, and I found a person who said to play Annie. You'll never guess who that was. Another champ he recommended was Amumu, so I played him as well. I also watched plenty of Nice back then. It's best to keep your champ pool small, and I like to think I tried to do that, but I pretty much mained Amumu jungle, and if I got mid, I played Annie, Cat, Lux, or Pantheon. In the mid-season update, Annie got a slight rework, but it was enough for me to stop playing her. I haven't played much Annie since Season 6, but she's still one of my most played champs. I slowly climbed over the course of the season, and eventually became a Cat 1 trick. In my first season, I went from Bronze 5 to Plat 5. Now these stats seem pretty ridiculous for someone in their first year of playing League, but what you don't see is the thousands of normal games I played. I mean, just look at these mastery points. It was at least 2,000 games, and these were games that I was largely trying to win. Even in Bronze and normal games, I can see if I played a fight bad, and I didn't want to make these mistakes. I played normals with friends, and these guys wanted to win. 2,000 plus games, and maybe a fifth of those games on one champion while trying to prove, and being disgusted at dumb mistakes. Of course I was going to smurf and ranked when I played it. I was just playing League every day after school. Preseason 7, Katarina got a rework. I spanned PBE for over a month before I went on the live servers. Then I played another 2-3 months of reworked Cat before the season started. So, start of Season 7, my goal was diamond in every queue. I thought it would look cool and I knew I could do it. I don't even remember this, but apparently I just hard smurf and ranked. Straight speedrun to diamond. I guess she was overtuned and I had months on the champ already, but damn, what the heck is even this? I guess I was having plenty of fun and loving the new Katarina. But damn, just goes to show that being good at your champion is the most important part of climbing. I didn't know much about the game as a whole, but I knew Katarina. Season 8 was my worst season. I actually was very frustrated at the cast time on Katarina's E. It used to have a cast time before the E, and this would affect nearly every match. I hit diamond very quickly in Season 7, but the rest of the year and Season 8 had me molding at this dumb cast time. Anyone I played this game with was aware that Katarina's shampoo had a cast time and that I didn't like it. And I know this might seem ridiculous because other characters have cast times, but it wasn't like this before the rework, and people even memed on it. My peak this season was Plat 1, then I got banned for a pretty silly reason. So my friend AFK'd at the start of a game because he forgot Smite, and we were going to remake, so naturally I solo invade as Zoe with boots and 2 control wards, and it did not go so well. So I died, bought another control ward, and headed back to lane. Unfortunately, the remake didn't work. I wouldn't say I intentionally fed, but I did hit my 0-10 power spike. The team just wanted to play out the 4v5 normal game, I guess. Just unlucky, I suppose. So this, combined with the frustration of Cat, meant that I would decay to gold this season, so I just played a different game. I hit Legend in Hearthstone, which is probably around Master tier. I did experience some win and loss streaks. In a card game, That's kind of weird, right? It's a 1v1 game. Sometimes you just get unlucky and have plenty of close games. Losers queue? No, that's the joke. I could have won any of these games. They were pretty close. Just wanted to take a second to say, if you liked the video, like and subscribe and comment literally anything down below. Just type Katarina or your favorite champion, because your boy is struggling out here. In season 9 and 10, I played up to diamond and stopped. I made plenty of smurfs, and I did begin making a matchup spreadsheet that would eventually become this video. But in general, I wasn't taking any steps towards improvement or towards YouTube. I did play some melee though. Season 11 is where things pick up. I was visiting family out of state, and when I came back, I decided I wanted to make higher quality YouTube videos. The first video back I made was the 20 tips and tricks video, which Professor Kali commented on and featured my video in his video.
I found one of the best videos for Katarina possible from a smaller content creator. You can do that?
This helped me out a ton and gave me more motivation to move forward. YouTube was my primary focus and ranked was not. Sure, I got a lot of views during this time, but it wasn't fulfilling because I was plat and I felt like I had a lot of knowledge on Cat, but my rank didn't show that. I like Ranges, and making a video with him helped myself and other Katarina players a lot, but I realized I don't want to make videos on him. I want to make videos on myself in my own Katarina play. Look at this 4-month gap. I have a good explanation. I started watching a lot of Coach Curtis content, and I stopped making videos and I wanted to focus on improvement. So, following the advice from his content, I did what anyone would do. I only played ranked in blocks of 3. I painfully reviewed every game, and I mean, these games were disgusting. I tried to write down things to work on, and I tried to improve other aspects of my life. Second month was the same as the first, but I joined Coach's Mid Lane Academy, which meant I'd start getting coaching from him directly. Here's a clip.
But in the situation where this guy misplays it and you play it very well and you get this opportunity to reset, that was game changing. Because then you could have maybe TP'd to a side lane, play and turned it around. That's exactly coherent with your identity. So that's something that I would look for in your reviews.
Reviewing games felt pointless at first, but eventually I would start seeing bad habits, patterns, invisible narratives, and mental blocks. So I acknowledged them and tried improving. One example being, I didn't understand junglers. I didn't know their pathing, how each jungler impacted my lane. So once I started paying attention to it and learning it, it was humorous and amazing in a disgusting way how I would die to ganks. Did I really die to a Jarvan gank at 250 for the 100th time because I forgot he even existed on the enemy team? Yeah. And then of course he clears bot to top, resets, that comes from bot side again since he started bot to top in the first place. I should have warded for that, or should have leaned to the correct side. I still have plenty of games where I'm not paying 100% attention to the start of it, and there's a Nunu in my lane. It just feels ridiculous to die in that way. Even worse, I'm gonna open up the replay after the match and watch it again. Just look at these reviews. Game 1, didn't ward, bad tracking. Game 2, compensated and died a scuttle. Game 3, didn't check the talent starting items and runes. Took a bad trade and didn't recall. Such dumb mistakes that I'm making every game, and it felt good to have a sense of direction and knowing what I can improve on. Just because I was having breakthroughs in terms of gameplay and felt better, that doesn't mean my rank was changing. I bounced up and down from Plat 4 to Plat 1 for 2 months. Month 3 was much more simple. My house caught on fire. This picture is pretty accurate. I found the fire during a champ select. It smelled pretty good, I must say. Like someone was roasting some marshmallows. I don't want to get into it too much, but let me just say, this fire was nothing. It was out of my control. The first 2 months were harder. If my jungler wants to run it down, there's nothing I can do about it. If my house wants to catch on fire, that's just unfortunate. Eventually got a new home, new computer, back to League. Some cat got me a coaching session with Rec. This guy was amazing and I recommend him. I don't want to give away too much info on his mentality session, but I'll just say there was something very wrong about this review I did. Coach Curtis talks a lot about intensity, and I rated my intensity out of 100 here. It is very low, and I didn't know what it felt like to play League at 100% intensity, but I did after my session with Rec. I had high focus, was determined, and it's like the month of reviews and Coach Curtis content hit me all at once. In 2 weeks, I went from Plat 2 to Diamond 2, playing in 3 game blocks the whole way through. I had never been above Diamond 4 before this time. The games were getting pretty difficult, and I didn't have a way of bringing myself up to a higher intensity now that the initial high from these coaching sessions and breakthroughs died down. I started playing on a Plat 2 account, and I couldn't climb. But I knew what the issue was. I had something else on my mind during these games, and it was this damn video. You want to give yourself a mental block? Try editing this. Oh my god, this took so long. After finishing editing this video, it took 5 days to render, upload, and process to YouTube. Finished that video, and I started winning on this Plat 2 account and got it to Diamond. Eventually getting that account to Diamond 2 as well. I went back to my Rescue Cat account, and I was still struggling. I couldn't raise my focus and intensity to where I needed it to be. Cheesy as it sounds, I started going for walks before my 3 game ranked blocks. I always listen to music while playing League, so I would just listen to music on my walks. Once I get back, I just wouldn't play if I wasn't feeling great. I almost just needed to hype myself up on these walks and get myself in a good mindset. If you thought getting close to 100 LP was annoying, oh my god, was it just a struggle on my brain to see Diamond 1 97 LP. That is something. I was only playing 3 games a day. It was so mentally exhausting. So I finally got to my master promos. My master promo games were so nerve-wracking to play. It was really easy to think, I'm not playing well because I'm feeling some pressure. Maybe I should play safe. Quick slap in the face. I lost my first match because I was too passive. I need to keep playing like I have been the entire time up to master. I should not change things now. If the situation calls for playing for kill pressure, and that's how I climb through Plat and through Diamond, then that's what I would need to do. I would need to play to kill my laner, even if they're a master. I don't know at what point people stop dying to Katarina in lane, but it's not master. I couldn't afford to play passive. I need to play to win the game. I won the next 3 games in my promos. They were matchups I was very familiar with, and look at the days when I played these games. I was not playing a lot. If you play in 3 blocks with high focus and high intensity while trying to improve, that is much better than spamming games. Maybe I can make a video like this next year. Time will tell. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to join our Discord server.